Welcome to Chibuzor Mathphysics. In today's video, we shall be dealing on discrete random variable or discrete random variable probability. It is simply a question on probability and statistics. Enjoy it. Chibuzor Mathphysics is also welcome to open quiz and mathematics puzzles. Visit our website at Chibuzor Mathphysics in Google. You can as well post your question through our email. As you watch, you can click on the details. You will find the email address of Chibuzor Mathphysics and you can send in your feedback. You can as well write your comment on the section below and we should be able to respond to that. So let's take this question. X is a discrete random variable with probability function given. The probability is given by f of x. F of x is equals to 1 over 28 x squared, and x takes 1 up to 3. 1 over 28 7 minus x squared when x take 4, 5 up to 6, 0 otherwise. So we have to calculate the probability of 2 less than equal to x less than equal to 4. Calculate v when it is 3x plus 5. So let's see how to handle this. So the probability of 2 less than equal to x less than equal to 2, less than equal to 2. This will simply means that we are taking the probability when x is equal to 2 plus the probability when x is equal to 3 and the probability when x is equal to 4. So that's what we are taking. Let's see how we can calculate that. Remember, from our original equation, we had this function that f of x is given by 1 over 28 x squared, 1 over 28 x squared, and this takes the form of x equals to 1, 2, 3. We also have 1 over 28, and this takes the form of 7 minus x squared when x is equal to 4, 5, and 6. We have 0 for otherwise. So this is what we had in our function. So using this, we are going to have evaluate the probability when x is equals to 2, when x is equals to 3, when x is equals to 4. So this implies that x is equals to 2, meaning it is 1 over 28. Our x is 2, so it is 2 squared. We are evaluating this because 1 over 28 x squared when x is equals to 1, 2. So we square 2 squared. 2 represents the value of x. Plus the probability of x when it is 3. The same thing, it will be 1 over 28. 1 over 28, then we have 3 squared. Plus when it is 4, it is 1 over 28. But remember, we have only 1 up to 3. So when it is 4, we have it in this side. So it is 1 over 28, then we have 7 minus 4, because our value for x is 4. 7 minus 4, then this squared. So if we evaluate this, we simply have, we can factor out 28. We have 1 over 28 into 4. 2 squared is 4, plus 3 squared is 9. Then plus this will give us 9 as well. If we open this bracket, squared, we get 9. So if we evaluate this, 4 plus 9 multiplied by 1 over 28, we will simply get 0. Let's write it here, 0.78571. So approximately this will simply be 0.79. And this is our first solution. Now let's consider the second solution. So in the second question, we are to calculate v3x plus 5. V stands for variance. So we are to calculate the variance of 3x plus 5. This is going to be a long one. Let's see how to do that. So here we are to calculate, this is question B. It is given by v into 3x plus 5, where v is the variance. And we know that if we look back in our original equation, we have x squared here. It simply means that we have 1 over 28x squared. So we are evaluating the variance of 3x. So it will mean that v, this is equal to v into 3x plus 5. We need to separate that. This will give us 3x. We have x squared, so it's simply you put x. So our x is 3 as it is given here. So our value for x is 3, but we know that x is squared in the original function, so it is simply 3 squared. So this will give us 9v of x. 9v of x plus 5. So let's keep this. Now if we look back in the original equation, we know we have 1 over 28 when it is 1, 2, 3. When it is 1, 2, 3. But remember, we are looking for variance, and to look for variance we use a formula for variance. Variance of x is simply given by the expected mean or the expected value squared minus the expected value of x, all this squared. So this is the formula for calculating the variance. For variance, that is of x. So let's apply this formula appropriately. This will be, we will evaluate first of all the expected mean squared. So the expected mean squared would be 1. We are going to use the summation of x equals to 1 up to 6 because we have 1 up to 6. Then we evaluate. So this will be of x squared, because x is squared, then the probability of x. So now we go ahead to evaluate that. So this is what we are going to have, 1 squared multiplied by 1 over 28, 1 squared plus 2 squared multiplied by 1 over 28, 2 squared. We are simply applying this formula as it is, 1 squared multiplied by this, then 1 squared, then 2 squared multiplied by 1 over 28, then 2 squared, 3 squared multiplied by 1 over 28, then 3 squared. Then when we reach here, we have 4, so it will simply be 4 squared, 4 over 28 here now, then multiply by 7 minus x squared. So that is what we have done here. If we put all this together, we will simply have 1 over 28. So this is what we'll get as we evaluate this value. When we simplify, we simply have 1 over 28, 16 over 28 up to that, and we have 378 over 28, which is 13.5. But remember, this 13.5 is simply the expected value of x squared. So now we need to calculate the expected value, after which find the value. So the expected value of x will simply be the summation of x up to 1 up x from 1 up to 6 of x, and the probability of this x. So this will simply be 1. Now we put in the values. It will simply be 1 over 28, 1 over 28 multiplied by 1 squared, plus we continue that way, 2 over 28 multiplied by 2 squared. So if we put all this together, we will simply have 98 over 28, which is equal to 3.5. Just put them in your calculator and you will find the solution. So now we go ahead to find the variance of x, which is what we have been looking for, variance of x. So we're looking for variance of x, but we know that we had variance of x. We already have the formula, the expected value of x squared minus that of the expected value. So we'll go ahead and use the formula as indicated to find the variance of x. Using this formula that we have, which is the formula for variance of x, we will simply have, so in our formula, if we evaluate, that's what we have, 13.5 minus this. So this implies